Afternoon, guys. Welcome. My name is Tammy and I am a practicing witch. Have been for a few years now, and on my channel we do witchy subscription boxes, videos on the different Sabbats, crystal talk, tarot talk, all kinds of stuff like that. So today I received my first subscription box for the month of September, and I'm home today from work because I'm a little groggy, so bear with me. I didn't get much sleep last night. I have carpal tunnel starting in my wrist, and I usually get a couple of flare-ups throughout the year. And I guess with the humidity that kind of came last week, and then a bit of damp weather, and it was really busy at work. I am a full-time cashier, so I work with my hands. I've always worked with my hands. Anyways, long story short, it was I have a flare-up right now, and I woke up this morning and my whole hand, all the veins were kind of popped out, and my whole arm was throbbing. It was like on fire here, like it felt like somebody was like holding a candle here. It was burning so much, and I had a hard time holding my cup a bit this morning. I put some special cream that I have on because I don't like taking pills, so I try very hard to avoid taking pharmaceutical pills and stuff like that, because I like to keep my insides, you know, non-toxic. So it's loosened up a bit now. It's just in here right now is kind of, the nerves in here are a bit sore, but it's loosening up, and it's just a bit tingly on my forearm here, and when I make a fist, it's just a bit tight right here. So if I'm a little slow kind of doing the unboxing today, I apologize ahead of time, guys. That is why. So yeah, you know, joys of working, right? So on with the video. I already opened the tape and took the tape off, but it's our the Witch's Moon box. Give me one sec, guys. I'm just gonna try and pop it out. Ouch. Oh. There we go. All right, so this is the box, how it comes. I generally get this box first before the other two boxes, so, and, oh, it actually smells really good. So this is an American subscription box. And it's a monthly box. You get a large item, and then you always get an incense, a candle, herbs. You'll either get 3 herbs or you'll get like 2 herbs, and a tea. You get either an oil or an aura spray, and then, like I said, your main item. So the Witch's Moon, they have 3 tiers. There's the Witch's Moon, which is the largest tier. It has the larger like main item. And then you have the Witch's Bounty. The Witch's Bounty is the most expensive tier, but it's a bit smaller than the Witch's Moon. The Witch's Bounty is a pendant box. So you get the crystal of the month, you get the Book of Shadow pages with it, and then you get, I believe you get a candle and like some incense and that, and then you get the pendant So there'll be a pendant made with the crystal of the month, like in the pendant. And it's sterling silver, so that one obviously is the more expensive box. I think it's like $75 American, so to have it converted over to Canadian is just that, it's too expensive for me. Like, I can't justify that. So, and I'm really picky when it comes to jewelry anyways. So and then there's the witch's roots box, which is like their apothecary box. It's the smallest box, and it's the cheapest box. I think it's 30 something or something like that a month, American. And you get a herb of the month, you get the Book of Shadow page for it, you get a candle. It's like the half candle, the smaller candles. I think you get an oil and like some other little kind of smaller things with it. So for me, I like the Witch's Moon box. It's more practical for me. It's definitely worth the price, even with the conversion to the Canadian dollar, because you get like full-size products, you know, like we've gotten statues, we've gotten tarot decks, oracle decks. There's been altar tools that you can use, like all kinds of stuff. So it's definitely, and all of the boxes come with a Book of Shadows pages. Sometimes it's 1 page, sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's like 6. It depends what the theme of the month is, and then, you know, you get the Book of Shadow pages for it. I remember one theme they did, it was for tarot, and we got a tarot deck in there, and then we got a Book of Shadow pages for each of the suits of the tarot. So that was really, really neat. I really enjoyed that box. So that being said, like I said, guys, as you can see, I'm still kind of, you know, struggling a little here. I apologize again in advance if I'm a little slow kind of taking the items out. My arm is still not my wrist here is still not 100% today. It's definitely a lot better than what it was yesterday. So, yeah. Just give me 1 sec. Sorry, it's just my daughter. Alrighty. As you can see, I'm like literally in my pajamas right now, so. Alright, let's open the box. It smells amazing, first of all. So, I just gotta be careful how I do this so I don't turn my wrist a certain way. And there we go. So that's how the box comes. So you always get either a tarot or an oracle card. That's actually how I hurt my wrist. Well, not, I guess, aggravated it or irritated it. I work at Costco, so I'm a cashier there. So if y'all have ever been to a Costco, it's always busy. And we were really, really busy last week with it being the first week of the kids being back in school. And, you know, we were closed for a day with the whole Labor Day weekend, yada, yada, yada. And I didn't have a packer at my cash, and I was trying to flip over an item in a member's cart, and as I was trying to flip it over, the member pulled the cart. Long story short, it kind of snapped my wrist a certain way, and then with that same order, they had the big bag of the russet potatoes on the belt, and I know the code off by heart, so generally if I happen to see it, I tell them it's okay, leave it in the basket, like I know how to punch the code in. Anyways, long story short, it was on the belt, and I was trying to grab it to slide it through, and I guess I tilted or twisted my wrist a certain way, and it just irritated that nerve in here, and that was it. The flare-up just kind of started. So yeah, so I have to, as long as I don't turn my wrist a certain way, I don't get that sharp pain here right now. So trying to be careful, so bear with me, guys. All right. So we get our parchments paper, and this is going to tell us all the items in the box, which I don't want to read, and it also tells us the theme of the month, which the theme of this month for September 2022 is the Spirit of Flora, the HEDGEWITCH collection. Ooh, okay. Looks like we have like a little affirmation card here. Fairy sleep magic. Whew. Oh yeah, I can get with that. We see you're tired. Let us restore your life force. As you sleep, we fairies will heal you, so you awake in the morn refreshed and full of energy. I definitely could use some of that. So I suffered with insomnia for many, many years, and having endometriosis, that is also one of the side effects, is the bouts of insomnia. So, and I'm in pre-menopause or perimenopause, whatever they call it. And apparently that is a side effect of that. So I'm pretty much screwed for the next 5 years or so for that until my moon cycle stops. So yeah, very fitting for me because I do struggle with my sleep. So all right, and it looks like we have a little note here. Okay, that's for an item, so I'll wait to read that. And it looks like we have another beautiful sigil here. Very like fall equinox, like Maybon kind of vibe for this. I really love this. This is really pretty. Oh yeah, no, my hand's not gonna let me hold it that way. And there we go. Isn't that beautiful? So we'll find out what the sigil is for and what the meaning is. So this is going to be interesting because I'm going to have to use my left hand mostly for everything. All right, so let's grab the book of shadow sheets. Ouch. Okay, come on, Glenn. All right, so we have 2 book of shadow sheets this month. Give me a sec, just because of the font. Aramid, or I think it's Aramid is how it's pronounced. I apologize if I'm butchering it. She is a Celtic goddess of nature, healing, and herbal knowledge. Very beautiful. Ugh, my oldest daughter is gonna love this because she is a green witch. She is a kitchen witch and a green witch, so she works a lot with herbs. So we all do, but that's like she is a kitchen witch and a green witch. So as for me, I'm kind of into everything, so this is very beautiful. You here as well. And what is this? Magical herbal reference. Healing. Oh, this is amazing. To promote healing and recovery, and then it just gives you a list of herbs, and then to maintain well-being, it gives you another list of herbs. This is beautiful. I really love this. I absolutely love their book of shadow sheets. That was actually what drew me to their subscription boxes before anything else. It was literally the book of shadow sheets. They were so beautiful. Sorry, just give me a sec, guys. Ooh. All right. Put some more of my cream on. Okay, so I think this goes with the little slip paper here. Yes, so we have this here. Give me a sec. Okay, there we go. And I'm gonna rest you right Patchouli Mountain Sage Stick. This wonderfully aromatic Patchouli Mountain Sage Stick is included within this collection to bring the energies of focus and action while clearing away feelings of anxiety, fear, and ill intent. As you allow the smoke from this bundle to waft throughout your sacred space, visualize the energies around you clearing and pulsing with new vibrations, filled with fresh thoughts and emotions. Ooh, I love that. I can definitely smell the sage and the patchouli. That smells amazing. I usually have my nice little witchy cup to drink out of, but it's a little easier for my hand right now because it's a wider grip to drink out of that. Okay, what else do we have? What else? What else? What else? One thing I do want to say is the little, you know, elastic or ribbon. Sometimes we have ribbon, sometimes it's twine that's wrapped around the parchment paper. Never throw it out because you can actually use this for spell work. I actually had to do 2 separate cord cutting rituals for some very dear friends of mine, and that's what I used. I used my twine from my Witches Moons subscription boxes, so always keep that. Okay, so we have a beautiful little gold package here. Okay, it's a huge word. Bognan citrus. I'm not sure. I'm just going to show you because there's no way I'm going to be able to pronounce that. It's a ritual tea anyways. Can I get you open? Ouch. Oh, they did it this way. Okay. I think this is the second time now that they've done that. They've sent it to us already in a tea bag. It's definitely got a citrus smell to it, like lemon balm or lemon verbena, lemongrass even. Definitely has that citrus smell. Actually, I can't wait to try that. That smells really nice. Okay, what else do we have in here? Doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay. So, we have our bubble wrap right here. It looks like we have an aura spray, which I absolutely love their aura sprays. This was new, so I've been getting the Witch's Moon for 1.5 years. It'll be 2 years in December that I've been getting them. And we just started this year getting the aura sprays. I've gotten 1, 2, 3. I think like 3 or 4 aura sprays from them so far. And they smell amazing. So this one is called Gaia. Very fitting, especially if we're talking about, you know, anything to do with the woods and things like that. Oh, wow. This smells amazing. I think there's like some tree scents in here. Oh, wow. I'm not gonna fight to put the spout in there just because I don't want to take a chance and drop it and spill it everywhere with the way my wrist is right now. What else do we have here? I don't want to open the big item, but it looks like the other stuff is kind of buried underneath. So give me one sec, guys. There we go. Ugh. So we have our candle, and I'm so happy that they started putting the candles in this paper, little paper bag, because I'm able to write the month. And you're not gonna work with me, are you? I'm able to write the month on the candle, as well as the candle's intention and stuff like that. So give me a sec, guys. Usually I can just peel the tape off, but circumstances, that's not going to work today. It looks like we have a nice, like, golden yellow, like a honey yellow candle. It smells like it's anointed because it doesn't smell like beeswax, like honey. So now I'm gonna see if I can do this or not. Okay, there we go. So I know I've showed this previously in a few of my other videos. It's been a little while since I've shown it, but if you're new watching my channel, the one thing I absolutely love about beeswax candles is you can unroll it here, and you can put petitions in here, herbs. You can anoint it with any kind of anointing oils you may have, or ritual oils. You can put crystals in here, and then you just roll it back up and give it a little squeeze to seal it, and you now have a dressed candle. So it definitely has a bit of a scent to it, so I'm almost positive that this candle is anointed with one of their ritual oils, but we'll find out when we read the sheet there. What's that there? And what else? Oh, and we have some incense as well. My husband loves when I get incense because then he comes shopping in my room. Both of my daughters too. They'll either text me at work and be like, "Mommy, I have no more incense. Can I go shopping in your room for some incense?" Or if I'm home, they'll come up and, "Mommy, I need incense. I don't have any more." And I take out, I have a bin, right? And I give them the bin, and I'll be like, "Okay, here you go." So they definitely love that I get incense. Oh, this smells very nice. Mystic myrrh. I love the smell of myrrh though. All right. I may have to burn some of that later. That smells amazing. And you usually get 8 to 10 incense sticks in here. So, and then what do we have? I think, yeah. So this is the last two items. I'll save the other bigger one. And this looks like the same sigil as our sigil here. I'll grab it, give me a sec. It looks like the same sigil. And again, like I was saying, the twine. And I love how they package these things. Like they tie it up so it looks like a cute little package, you know, like the package from like Harry Potter, you know, with all the twine around it and stuff. So it makes it that much more magical. So. And remember what I said, which is we keep this because we can use it for further witch work, right? So let's see what's in this beautiful bag. What is it? Oh, wow. What is going on? Okay, so we have 3, and these are bigger packages of herbs. So that's a first. I've never gotten that. And we have a muesli bag here as well. So are we making a tea? Because I always thought that their herbs were cosmetic grade. They were not food grade. So any new witches to the practice, before you ingest any of your magical herbs, you need to make sure that they are food grade safety, or certified, sorry, because you have cosmetic grade, where it's certified for cosmetics, so like body lotions, bath teas, you know, creams, balms, oils and things like that, because you're not ingesting it, you're putting it on your skin or you're using it in water. And then you have your food grade certified herbs, which those are the ones that you're going to make your tinctures with, that you're going to be using orally, and you know, herbal teas and things like that. So all of my herbs that I have in my apothecary that I purchased are all food grade, because I do make my own herbal teas. So always make sure you know where you're buying your herbs. Always ask them, is it cosmetic grade or is it food grade? And if they can't answer you, then don't ingest it. Then it means it's not food safety. It's not food grade. So don't ingest it. Just use it for your magical work. All right, with that being said, what do we have? Egyptian chamomile. I love the smell of chamomile. I find chamomile, maybe I'm just weird, but I find chamomile has a kind of like a honey aroma smell to it, I find. But this is Egyptian chamomile. It actually has a little bit of a different smell. Interesting. So we have chamomile that was in this lovely little bag with the sigil, and we have rose petals. I make a black tea sometimes. Actually, I don't have any more black tea to make like a black tea herbal blend, but I literally just black tea and rose petals. Amazing. Absolutely love it. So we have beautiful rose petals in there, and ouch, sorry, I'll show you the Egyptian chamomile as well there. There we go. Ouch. And then we have elf leaf, which is also known as lavender. I love working with lavender. It's another herb that I love working with a lot. I love to cook with it. I put it in a lot of my teas. I make a like a sleepy time tea. I have a divination tea that I have, and it's so calming and so peaceful. And there's the lavender, or the elf leaf that they have it named in here, which I think is really cute. And then, like I said, our tea bag here. So this is what I was saying. So usually the Witch's Moon, when they do send us tea, it's a loose leaf tea, and they send the bag here, right? I have all kinds of tea strainers and things like that, so I never end up using these. These I actually use for the sacred salts and the bath teas that they send us. And I always tell people, there's a lot of people that don't take baths. They take showers because they prefer showers, or they only have a shower. They don't have a bathtub itself. And I tell them to use this. You just put the sacred salt in, you tie it closed, and then you just tie it around your shower head. After you've washed, you just tie it on your shower head, and you just let all the magical, you know, salts and herbs and just kind of cleanse over your body. The other thing you can do too, I know some people have jacuzzis for their bathtubs instead of like a regular bathtub. Use this. Do not throw the bath salts in your jacuzzi tub, because you are going to mess up all the jet pipes in there. I don't have a jacuzzi tub, but I do have a few friends that do, and they've messed up their jacuzzi tub using like, you know, herbal bath teas and things like that. So just easier cleanup. Use this. I use this when I put it in my tub. I don't, you know, put everything in loosely, just because, you know, I don't want to have to pay for a plumber to come in because the pipes got all jacked up and messed up. So just use the muesli bag. It's just easier cleanup, and you know, that kind of thing. And oh, sorry guys, oh, there's something else in here I didn't even know. Look at that. Oh, we got a crystal. We haven't gotten a crystal in a while. And it looks like a cracked quartz crystal, which is really pretty, because when you look at it, it picks up different colors. Oh, this is really beautiful. I don't know if you can see, but it's a cracked quartz. There we go. Look at all, you can see all the little like sparkle in it because of the natural like cracks formation in the crystal itself. Interesting. Herbs crystal. I'm thinking this actually might be for a bath tea. We'll find out. We will find out. There we go. So that is that. And then we have our last item in a beautiful satin box. We've gotten a few of these satin boxes, actually. I don't think I've ever gotten a black one, though. I've got white and like a gold color, I think, only. Anyways. Oh, wow. Oh, yep. So that's sharp. Oh, wow. This is very sharp. This is for like your herbs. So you have your herbs and you Bowen, I believe is what they call it. This is beautiful. Like they made it look like, you know, like weathered, you know. So it looks old. Look at all the engraving all here. It's like all the vines with the plants. This is a beautiful leaf here. And it's like that black kind of bronzy. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, did I not put it in right? Yeah, there we go. Oh, this is nice. So it's sharp. So maybe if you guys have little witchlings at home, maybe not leave it out on your altar open. All right, so that was our last item. Oh, I absolutely love this box. Like I would have never, I mean, I did want to buy a Bowen because I don't have one, and a sickle, I think is what they call it, for when I'm going and harvesting out in the country, like in the woods. All right, so let's see. Sorry guys, I just need to reposition myself. Alrighty, so the spirit of Flora, the HEDGEWITCH collection say that 5 times fast. All right, there are many times along our path that we find ourselves disconnected and distant from inspiration, creativity, or passion. Oh, yeah. These blockages are largely attributed to heavy energy that has invaded our space and captured our essence. So very true. Through our practice of working with natural elements and calling upon our guides, we release these negative energies and begin to rekindle the inspiring fire that is held within. As we reach towards the welcoming of the autumnal equinox, we begin to reap the bounties of our efforts from the past several months and start to incorporate our connection with the natural elements to bring healing, regeneration, and wholeness. In this one-of-a-kind collection, we showcase handmade tools that aid in this very practice. It is very important to always remember that your path is sacred to your individual self. We recommend taking the time to connect with the items in this box and use them in a way that feels connect to you. Every practitioner resonates with different ideas and ways of performing ritual. We do not take this work lightly and strive to provide the highest quality ritual items for you to use. Be sure to clear your space and cast your circle of protection before performing any type of ritual. The magical items in this box are as follows: the Witch's Moon exclusive handmade herb mezzaluna, and then in brackets it says herb rocker with storage box. So that is this beautiful item right here. I'll take the lid off. All right. See what I mean? I almost dropped it. Oh, FLORA. Okay, there we go. Okay. The mezzaluna, meaning half moon in Italian, is considered a knife most commonly found with a curved blade to be rocked back and forth on a cutting board to cut herbs. This tool is an integral part of the witch's cabinet and can often become a daily tool for ritual work and herbal preparation. This can include the cutting of herbs, flowers, and roots for ritual preparation, including but not limited to creating tinctures, oils, or herbal blends during this time of year, where we reflect and bask in the blessings of our harvest or fruits of our labor. The herb rocker becomes a powerful symbol. The herb rocker has been exclusively created for the subscribers of this collection, intended to be introduced during this very season. You will find a floral pattern engraved upon the blade as the blade of this rocker, and can be sharp and is not intended to be left out. Made of both brass and iron, we would kindly recommend keeping the blade oiled when possible. Use simple mineral or linseed oil to prevent tarnishing. Also, we recommend cleaning with a dry cloth without the use of water or soap. When not in use, place this herb rocker back within the custom box that was created for this very purpose. My husband uses linseed oil on his cricket bats, so it's something that is kind of always in the house, so that's good. The magical herbal reference for healing Book of Shadows artwork. So that's this right here. Sec. There we go. That was for that. Okay, to accompany your herb mezzaluna, we have patterned with a very talented local artist to create the magical herbal reference for healing. You will find within the illustrations a list of several varieties of herbs that can aid in promoting healing and recovering. When pulling together your next healing spell, charm, or tincture, be sure to look for suitable references within this artwork. Written and illustrated by A.E. Alden, and then it obviously says, do not make copies and not for resale. Then we have the Great Harvest Ritual okay, did I skip? Okay, I just wanted to make sure I didn't skip the other Book of Shadows sheets. Usually they're together, right? So, alrighty, sorry. The Great Harvest Ritual Bath Kit. Okay, so I was right, it is a bath kit. Our beautiful bath kit with the sigil on it. We are so thrilled to bring to this collection our Great Harvest Ritual Bath Kit. The herbs and items within this kit were placed together to accompany you on your journey through this very season. Allow these energies to assist you in cutting away negative and heavy energies that may have been holding you back from true progress and transformation. Allow the beauty of the specific herbs included to bring you a new sense of gratitude and inspiration. The hand-stamped sigil placed on the outside of this package is associated with the following affirmation. I am nurtured and overfilled with the bounty of my harvest. The magical items in this kit are as follows. Elf leaf, which is the lavandula, which is the lavender beads. This specific variety of lavender is considered lavandin, which constitutes a cross between English lavender and spike lavender. Oh wow, interesting. Known for providing a richer oil content. It is a common tale to be heard that lavender is so powerful that if gazed upon during a time of depression or anxiety, symptoms will instantly be relieved. It is very true. During COVID, when COVID first started, we were like so overwhelmed at work because all the other grocery stores here had a very, very hard time keeping in stock and keeping their pantries, their shelves full with everything from meat to, you know, dry goods, and it was insane. And with Costco being a wholesale, for the most part, we were able to keep in stock with everything. So we were like super, super overwhelmed with people shopping. And I've never been one to like have anxiety or have panic attacks or, you know, feel like insanely overwhelmed at work. I'm very like, I like when it's busy because it makes my day go by, and like I like to be busy and, you know, whatever. And there was a period during COVID where, you know, it's just like my stress level was just like spewing out like a shooting volcano, because it was so much. Like, I was so scared of catching something and carrying it home, and making one of, you know, my family members in my home sick, you know, or losing a family member in my home because of COVID. Like, there was so much, and like the vaccines were like, people were dying from, like, there was just so much going on. And even on the outskirts, you know, my mother and my brother, and just nonsense with all of that and whatever. I noticed that I was starting to feel overwhelmed, and so like my chest would start getting really tight, and then my throat gets very tight, like as if somebody is restricting it, and my throat would hurt, and it's not like a sore throat or nothing. It's just, it's that anxiety and that stress, and just everything was starting to kind of build up, and where like I couldn't do it, like I couldn't do it anymore. And I started carrying a pouch of lavender with me. And I had a kit that I bought at a store here in Ottawa, Ontario, called Sage. It's all essential oils, and it's their pharmaceutical kit, I think is what they call it. And then I had a stress relief kit, and it's the essential oils, and it tells you the pulse points to put them on. So I would use a combination of the oil, and if you know, we were super busy and I didn't have time to take my oil out of the little case that it gives you to put it on, I had that pack of lavender, that little bag of lavender, and I would put it in my bra along with like 1,000 crystals in my bra. And I would pull it out, and it was just to smell it. I smell it for like 10 seconds, and instantly I can feel everything going back down. So it's really, really true, the whole lavender scent. Sorry, I know I veered off, guys, but meh, whatever. Rose petals, and then in brackets it says Rosa canina. These natural rose petals come from the dog rose, a specific species of climbing rose known to be native to Europe, Africa, and Asia. The symbol of the dog rose is often found as symbols included in decor to bring energies of confidence to the surrounding area. Although a wonderful love agent to include in specific spells, rose is a wonderful healer and enhancer of psychic sight and perception. These rose petals can also be scattered throughout the house to promote a sense of ease and tranquility. Gender feminine, planetary connection is Venus, elemental association is water, and for the elf ear, also known as the lavandula, the lavandin flower, is gender is masculine, planetary association is Mercury, and elemental association is air. And then we have the Egyptian chamomile, and the botanical name is Matriceria ricuta. I apologize if I'm butchering it, guys. Although this chamomile has been grown in Egypt, it is the same species commonly referred to as German chamomile. In addition to holding the great power to calm nerves and promote restfulness, chamomile is a wonderful component to combat negative thoughts and energies from invading your sacred space. Allow the essence of this fragrant chamomile to bring you a sense of protection and comfort. Gender masculine, planetary association is sun, elemental association is water. And then we have the tumbled oh my god, thermogenic quartz. In brackets it says crackle, so it's a crackle quartz. This very unique variation of clear quartz is created by undergoing a treatment of intense heat, enhancing the energy supply stored inside, and creating a fractured design within its structure. These fractals are known to represent the highs and lows of our journey, and within its essence, the balance that is required to dispel potentially destructive dark energies working to consume our time and focus. Place this stone on the edge of your bath during your ritual, or simply hold during meditation. Muslin bag. We have added a muslin bag within this set for you to create your own ritual bath tea. Simply include a mixture of the rose, chamomile, and lavender into this bag. Tighten and place within your bath water. Other oils and herbs can be added to this blend that you may be called to include for specific purposes. This muslin bag can be used over the course of several rituals, being emptied and refilled. Gaia Ritual Oil Spray. It's our Gaia Ritual Oil Spray with the sprayer nozzle. We are thrilled to be able to introduce our long-awaited Gaia Ritual Oil Spray within this collection. The very special blend was created to bring the nurturing energies of the Great Mother to your sacred space and practice. As you spray around yourself, state your intentions and exclaim your gratitude for the sacred connection that is bound to you through all natural elements. As we prepare for the waning months of this ritual of this year, allow this spray to be your companion and continual reminder of this sacred bond. We have created this ritual aura spray with the oils of green tea, cedarwood. I knew I smelled like a tree essence in there of some kind, or wood something. Cedarwood, jasmine, and a special mixture of our Lush of Autumn magical oil from our personal cabinet of witchery. And then it just says shake well before use. Be cautious when using this spray, as some may be more sensitive than others. Start by spraying in the air 3 to 4 feet away from you, and then accidental use only, obviously. Hand rolled Blessings of Mabon candle, spell candle. So that's what our candle is for this month, which is perfect because Mabon is literally right around the corner. We have hand rolled and anointed this candle with the intention of celebrating the autumnal equinox, or Mabon, or fall equinox, autumn equinox. This is a time of equilibrium, resting within night and day, masculine and feminine, and within the divine balance of all things. The sun's power begins to come to an end, and the great darkness begins to expand and consume. This is a wonderful time to celebrate the fruits of your labors and previous months. Give offerings to guides, release negative thoughts and emotions, and prepare for the darker months. Once your intentions have been created, light your candle and allow its flame to dance to the drum of your celebration. This candle can also be anointed with oils and herbs of your own choosing, as well as placed upon the great transition sigil artwork to enhance its potency. This spell candle has been anointed with cinnamon, ginger, and anise oils, as well as a blend from our personal cabinet of witchery. Also use caution when burning any candle, keeping water close by, using a fireproof platform, and obviously do not leave it unattended. Then we have the Great Transition sigil artwork, which is this beautiful sigil, which I think I actually will be putting out for our Maybon celebration. This specific sigil was created exclusively for this very collection and is charged with the energies associated with the autumnal equinox, most particularly with the importance of the great transformation that happens during this time. Allow this sigil to work quietly in dispelling old thought patterns and bad habits, allowing you to draw inspiration for new hopes and aspirations for the months to come. The intent that is associated with the sigil is as follows. May this season mark my natural transformation into the welcoming of darkness and gratitude of light. May I be nurtured by my previous efforts and strengthened by my wisdom of what is to come. Sigil created by G. Ibius or Ibius. Do not make copies, not for sale. Kaibu Kabin or Simbu Pognan Citrus Ritual Herbal Tea. I apologize again if I'm not pronouncing it right, because that is a mouthful of a word. All right. A wonderfully fresh and revitalizing blend. The Simbo Pogon Citrus, whatever, ritual herbal tea bags have been placed within this collection for its potent ability to shine light on all corners of darkness found within the emotional, spiritual, and physical body. I apologize. We have landscaping people that come in my neighborhood where I live, and they cut all like the grass and the weeds with the weed whacker and all that stuff, so it's a little loud, but I'm not closing my window, so it is what it is. Yeah, so found within the emotional, spiritual, and physical body. So this is also known as lemongrass, because it says the name of the tea, and then it says, or lemongrass is also known for its ability to open our thoughts and perception so that we may be more aware of our sense of reality. Lemongrass also brings healthy communication to the forefront of our practice. Allow these energies to gently accompany you as you celebrate your connection with all things of magic and ritual. This ritual herbal tea has been created with lemongrass. And it says, allow 1 tea bag to steep within hot water for 5 minutes. Allow time for the water to cool slightly before drinking. And then we have our Mystic Myrrh Ritual Incense. As you allow the soothing scent from these incense sticks to waft throughout your sacred space, allow its energies to boost your spirits and enhance the magic that flows through your surroundings. Obviously open a window to kind of move and shift out that stagnant energy, and also if you have babies, if people have allergies or are sensitive, and also if you have fur babies, always make sure that window is open, even if it's just a crack. And then we have Aramid Book of Shadows reference artwork. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, reference artwork created exclusively for this very collection. This beautiful and inspired Airmid Book of Shadows artwork provides fundamental information regarding the profound Celtic goddess of nature, healing, and herbal knowledge. Keep this print within your Book of Shadows for reference or display in your sacred space. Written and illustrated by A.E. Alden. Again, don't make copies, not for resale. And then it says personalized oracle reading, which is like an affirmation card. That's what I think this is myself. We have meditated and selected a card from the Fairy Whispers Magical Messages from the Realm of Enchantment deck by Lucy Cavendish to place inside your box. This card and the messages included, message included was meant for you. Take the time to reflect on the wisdom that it holds. Know that there is a specific reason you have received this card. Let it resonate with you and speak to the pressing realities in your world. We recommend keeping this card within your Book of Shadows for a complete moon cycle, revisiting its message and impact during your shadow work. And then again, they always give us a extra piece of parchment paper for any spell work, ritual work, or, you know, if you're writing a letter to another fellow witch, you know. Yeah, it just says, we believe that writing down your intentions and goals pushes you further to accomplishing them, which is why they include the extra piece of parchment paper. And then it says, as you perform your rituals, do not set expectations. Cast your intentions and be of pure heart and mind. These very personal moments are for you. There is so much knowledge available to you. Take pleasure in knowing that you are in control of your future and the blessings it holds. Open yourself up to receive these beautiful gifts. May this time of year bring you a sense of comfort, gratitude, and revelation. And it just says, as we see the world, may these beautiful gifts, may as we see the world, so it is. And then we have the Patchouli Mountain Sage Stick. Is another item that we received as well. Yeah, so that is the Witch's Moon box for September of 2022. Absolutely love the box. Sorry guys, I can't even pick a favorite item. I actually love all of them equally. Yeah, and yeah, us coming into the darker months, even myself, I've noticed, especially, you know, further and further into my practice, I find this is the time of year when I start doing a lot more shadow work, and I don't have a set time or set schedule of when I do that. My body, my intuition kind of tells me when to do it. I'll literally be sitting and everything will be fine, and I'll get up to go do something, you know, some witch work, and then it'll be whoop, you know, things come flooding back, and I'm like, okay, so this is what we're doing today. So that's my witch work for that day. Is I have a Book of Shadows here, and it's strictly my shadow work book, and I write in there. It helps me with a lot of my childhood trauma, and I've been working on myself a lot, in the last like 5 years, and each year it's, you know, kind of progressed more. I don't always necessarily see the changes. Certain things I do. It's honestly, it's mostly the people around me that actually care for me that see it. Especially my two daughters. You know, they're older, they're 27 and 21. You know, they see it, and you know, they always tell me all the time, like, Mommy, we're so proud of you, like, you've come so far. You know, like, I say no to family now. I've now created boundaries, which I started doing the first year that I did witch school, because I'm doing witch school again. This is my second time doing it, and I'm doing it because my daughter asked me to enroll with her, so she wasn't alone at the class. And at first I was kind of like, do I really want to re-enroll in witch school again? Like, I've already taken it, and you know, because it's an unexpected expense. And then, you know, I thought about it, and I was like, you know what, there's a reason why, you know. And you know, my sister that runs it, you know, my witch sister that runs it, Karen, she had reached out to me as well, and kind of was like, listen, you know, she's like, it'd be really nice to have that mother-daughter energy, especially with you being an alumni and kind of coming back and redoing witch school again, and you're doing it alongside with your daughter, and you know, things like that. So anyways, long story short, I was like, I took it as a sign from the universe, that this was going to help me get back on track, just with my practice. You know, I started witch school May 20th of 2019, and we went into right when COVID was starting. So March 20th of 2020 was like our, you know, graduation. So our like graduation, our last I guess project that we had to do was we had to plan the spring equinox, Astara, and we just went into lockdown, right? Yeah, no. Oh my god, there we go. We had literally just went into lockdown. I think we were in lockdown for like a week. And so we were all trying to figure out what we were going to do. Were we going to continue with it, or were we just going to leave? And none of us wanted to not do it, because we had been working hard, you know, the last, you know, few months of witch school, right? So because we had to we had to plan it and organize it, and you know, assign roles, and you know, because it's all about leadership and things like that. And we were like, no, like, you know, we really want to do this. So we were the first cohort to introduce Zoom. So we did our ritual through Zoom. And myself and my two daughters actually went to my sister. I met her through witch school, and we stayed very tight after. She actually owns a witch store in Gatineau, in Quebec. So the three of us got together at her store, and we did it together at her store, because her and I were calling in the directions, casting the circle, all of that stuff. So, and with COVID and, you know, family drama, like outside of my home. So family drama, meaning my mother and my brother, and my brother's girlfriend at the time, just all that nonsense stuff. It really pulled me away from my practice. So it really resonated with me in here when they were talking about how, you know, people can kind of steal that energy, you know, which they're called energy vampires. And being in witch school the first time around, you know, when you have witch school 1, witch school 2, and then witch school 3, in when you're coming into witch school 3. So we do a graduation into, you know, so we're not graduating out of, we're graduating into witch school 3. And after we do the graduation ritual, we get assigned a crone, which is like a mentor. So that crone kind of checks in with you, and if you have any questions or if you need them to help you, you know, to work with you with your intention, you know, of what you want to work on and flourish in and that kind of thing, then you would meet up with your crone. So my crone was his, and well, she still is. Like, I absolutely love this lady, this witch. She is amazing. Her name is Kyla, and she was the one that actually talked to me about boundaries. You know, it's okay to set boundaries for your family. It's okay to set boundaries in general. It's okay to not engage in like narcissistic conversations and behavior, and at the end of the day, it's okay to cut the ties with people, no matter how long you've been friends with them or how long you've known them, and even family. You know, it's okay. It is 100% okay, and you should never feel guilty for it. You know, and she also helped me recognize when I was around somebody who was an energetic, a vampire, energy vampire, sorry. Because, and I was able to recognize the feelings, like the signs, you know, and to know, to step back and be like, oh, okay, I know what that is, and that boundary comes up, and you change the conversation, or you change, or, you know, I gotta go, like, I can't talk anymore, I gotta go, something came up, or, you know, whatever, and you end the conversation and you move away, and, you know, kind of collect yourself, kind of thing. So that really, really helped me a lot and kind of set me, and I've just been growing and working on that even more, you know, and then you know, knowing like it's okay to not, you know, it's okay to not help, or only help a little. You know, I was the type of person before, I would give, you know, I was always giving, and I was a people pleaser, you know, especially with family, not necessarily with like the outside world and like strangers or coworkers, whatever. No, I wasn't. If you didn't like me, that was your problem, too bad. But with family, I was a people pleaser with family. You know, I never liked to make waves. I didn't like to, you know, create confrontations. So a lot of the times, growing up, even as a kid, I was the one that was always trying to make amends with people. You know, I would never actually speak my truth and be like, no, you know what you said to me or what you did to me really hurt me, and you know, or calling them out on what they said. Like, I never did any of that. I would just absorb it, and that was it. Now, because I've been not doing that, I have noticed a few people have made comments in the sense of like, you know, you've changed, or you know, you don't come by that much anymore, and you know, like, did I do something wrong? You know, did I offend you in some way? Yeah, there's a reason. And you know, with you saying that is because you know that how you were treating me years prior was not okay, and now it's your subconscious telling you like, oh, the jig's up, homie. Like, she's on to you, and that shit's not gonna work anymore. You know, so that's kind of my journey now. And now I'm like working up to speaking my truth fully. Yes, I speak my truth where, yeah, I had a really shitty childhood. You know, a lot of childhood trauma. But that was as far as it ever went. I never really went into detail about anything. I've also never confronted the family members that caused my childhood trauma. So this is now something that I am working on, is confronting them about my childhood trauma. It's not going to be received very well. I already know that because I have tested the waters previously a little, and it was met with denial of, I never said that, that never happened, I didn't do that, and it got to the point where it would end up starting to become a heated conversation, and then I would shut it down and I would never bring it up again. So now I'm going to be bringing it up again, but I'm bringing it up in a letter. So I'll be writing a letter to those specific family members who caused a lot of my childhood trauma. And we'll see where it goes from there. My father, who I refer to as my sperm donor, I haven't spoken to him since 2 or 3 months before my 40th birthday. That's a whole other conversation. But physically have not seen him since December 12th of 2012. So 10 years I haven't physically seen my father. It's been 5 years since I've spoken to him on the phone. I still know where he lives. He still lives in the same place, so it's very quick for me to just drop off a letter. I also have other ways of getting his full address to mail it as well. I don't care whether he responds back to it, calls me back, right? Like, I don't care for a response back from him because I have absolutely no use for him anyways. It's just more of me speaking my truth and getting that off of my chest, because I know I'll never get any kind of validation for it, because he's very known to make it seem like it's in your head and you're overthinking, which he's pretty much done my whole entire life for. And he does not like to look like the bad person at all, ever, and will never admit when he's wrong about something. So and as for the other 2 family members, well, one of them is my brother. I haven't spoken to him since 2020 and have no intention on speaking to him again. Again, another one, I know he's not going to comment or say anything about it, and I really don't care whether he does or doesn't, to be honest, because I still do not want a relationship with him whatsoever. And the other family members, that one's a little touchy, so we'll see how that one goes. But yeah, so being in witch school the second time around for me has really kind of put things even more in perspective for being back on track with my practice and furthering my practice, and then growing my my witch community even more. I've gained so many new sisters again, and it's amazing how we're all intertwined, and you know, we check in on each other and make sure everybody's okay. Do you need anything? Is there anything that I can offer to help you? It's just it's very overwhelming, and it's something I'm still getting used to, that there are genuine, nice, caring, loving people in the world that generally just want to help you and do not expect anything back. And women, I've always struggled with having friendships and like that kind of sisterhood bond with women. It's something I've never had growing up, because I always end up getting stabbed in the back, right? So, you know, minus my childhood friends that I've had, you know, we've always stayed close, but that was about it. You know what I mean? Like, just in general, as you're growing and becoming a woman yourself, you know, it was just something you never had. I never had anyways. I always ended up getting stabbed in the back, and that friendship would go out the door, right? So this is different. You know, I would always be there to help them, but when I'd be like, oh my God, listen, like, you know, I could really use some help. Can you help me with this? Or can I, you know, what, it was, oh no, like I can't, I'm busy, I'm this, I'm that. It's different being on the receiving end where they're like, oh my God, okay, I'm gonna drop by some food for you, you know, when I was sick, you know, just, do you need anything? You know, we can all lean on your witch community, you know, anything we can help you with. Do you need us to cook you a few meals to help out within the house with you? Because I am the only vegetarian in my home. So obviously my husband doesn't know exactly what to cook for me all the time. So I generally cook my own meals. Being sick, it was really, really hard. And then just like, you know, do you need us to pick up some stuff at the grocery store for you? We can, like, it was so overwhelming. And like I cried, and my daughters were like, I mean, why are you crying? And I was like, no, like I can't. And they're like, Mom, it's okay to accept help. But I had so much trauma from accepting help, because when I would accept the help, there was always a hidden agenda behind it, or it was you accepted the help, but then it was thrown in your face after. And like, there was just like that whole trauma thing around it. So it's just, it was really amazing, like, you know, gaining these new sisters and refreshing my mind from when I was in witch school. And I have a deeper appreciation this time around when I did witch school, as opposed the first year I went through it, you know. So but yeah, I would say during these times, at this time of the these months coming up, take that time, dig really deep, stir those, you know, feelings up, stir those, you know, stir that shadow work up, and just get it all out, get all of it out, get rid of it, you know, so we can take out all that negative energy, all that toxic energy, those bad habits, those bad train of thoughts, and you know, bad routines, bad trigger, all of that stuff. Get it out, you know, get it out, get rid of it, so that way we make room to take in, you know, all the positive energies, to take in, you know, that growth that's happening, and to make room to allow that transformation to happen in you, and shift that energy around, you know, so you can get those creative juices going and that motivation going. And because when you have all that negative, stagnant energy in you, that's what makes you feel heavy, that's what makes you feel unmotivated, you know, the creative blocks, all of that stuff, right? So yeah, but yeah, I apologize, I know I kind of rambled a bit, but meh, whatever. If you're watching my channel and you've watched my channel before, you know that happens a lot. So it is what it is. So, and I don't believe in the whole, like, you know, cutting and all that stuff. First of all, I don't even know how to do any of it. I'm not tech savvy like that. So it is what it is. Meh. But yeah, so Witch Casket will probably be the next subscription that'll be in. So that'll be the next video. And then usually the last box I get is the Intentional Witch box, which I'm super excited for because it is her Samhain box. Can you guys believe next month is Samhain? Oh my god, it's my favorite holiday. I absolutely love it. But yeah, so on that note, I am going to put some more of my CBD and THC cream on my arm because I think it's wearing off. It's starting to kind of hurt me a bit again. And put all these lovely magical items away. And I will see you guys again. I'll see how I feel later today. I may do a small video for some spell work. I have some spells that I wanted to do from witch caskets, so I will put a post out if I do end up doing it today. Like I said, I'm just going to see how my arm feels a bit after I put some cream on here. I have a balm that I put on for pain, so but yeah, I will leave all the information for the Witch's Moon in the description down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel move up on the YouTube, it makes my videos easier for people to find. And yeah, if you have any comments, go ahead, leave a comment in the comment box down below. Only positive comments, positive vibes, positive energy, as both of my little witchlings, who are 11 and 12, are subscribed to me. Actually, as well as my younger daughter's teachers. She has a couple of her teachers that are subscribed to my channel, which I thought was amazing. So please, no negativity on my channel, in my comment box. And again, if there's a video that you guys want me to do, if I have the knowledge of it, I will do it. If I don't, I'll look it up and try and do a video on it, and you know, get the information maybe. And if there's any future videos you guys may want to see on my channel for me to do that I'm not thinking of, please, please, please feel free. Write it in the comments down below. I do answer back all of my comments, generally within the same day or maybe a day or two later. Just, you know, I'm a working mom. I work full time, and I've got little ones to look after on top of it. So, and a house to run. So I'm a busy witch. But I will answer back, and I will work on doing those things. So until then, guys, bye.